how many minterms you are going to get here? How many minterms you are going to get? Can I combine these four? Yes or no? Can I combine these two? 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 You are going to get 5 minterms. You are going to get 5 minterms, right? But thing is, out of these 5 minterms, there is a one minterm which is again duplicate. What is that? The middle bigger one. Why it is duplicate? Because if you are going to take this one, it is covered by this expression. If you are going to take this one, it is going to be covered by this one. If you are going to take this one, it is going to be covered by this one. If you are going to take this one, it is going to be covered by this one. So the middle one is a kind of irredundant expression, right? So that reason, what we can do now, we can able to find out which are important, meaning that which are primarily important, those are I can call it as primary implicants. So what is the meaning of first implicant? Implicant means whatever the term that you are going to get as a one implicant, right? Here how many implicants you got? 5 implicants you got. Out of those 5 implicants, what are primary implicants? That is my question, right? So simple thing is, try to observe. If I am going to say that a is one function, fa is one function, so 00001, assume that fb is one function, it is having the data like 0 1 0 1. Guys, now try to think, is fb is able to solve the problem of fa or not? Meaning that whatever the terms that are available for fa function, is it a part of fb or not? Is a part of fb or not? Yes. So I can say that fb is covering fa, meaning that there is no need of fa where fb itself is going to solve the task. Am I right or not? Meaning that fa is an implicant of fb. Or I can say that fa is a subpart of or subset of fb. Right? Meaning that if I am going to draw an expression for fa, what will happen? The expression is again a part of fb. Am I right or not? See, if I am going to have the values like x and y, what is this value? xy. What is this value? I think 0 1, right? 0 1 means x bar y. This is what? xy. xy is an expression is subpart of x bar y plus xy. That is the meaning of this one, right? Meaning that fb itself is going to cover fa. Am I right? So here if you are able to observe, the expression, this expression is going to cover this one, right? Then why we need to include this one? That's the question. So everything we can call it as an implicant. So if somebody asks you to find out how many implicants are there, how many possibilities you are going to get, all those possibilities you have to write, right? So here, if you would like to reduce the redundance, you have to identify prime implicants. Prime implicants means which should not be subpart of other implicant. This should not be subpart of other implicant, right? If you are going to take an implicant that should not be subpart of other implicant, I can call it as primary implicant. Is there any like non-primary implicants? What is the meaning of primary implicant? So if you are going to take one implicant, that should not be part of other implicant, right? So try to take out this expression. Is this subpart is a complete subpart of other? No. So A is not complete subpart. Observe, I am trying to give the name C, D, E, D, and middle is E. Middle means what? All four. Try to observe. Is A is subpart of E? No, it's not subpart. It's just a part. B is subpart of E? No. D is subpart of E? No. C is subpart of E? No. Am I right? So then I can consider it as 5 prime implicants are existing. 5 prime implicants, I can say that every prime implicant I can call it as an implicant. Right? 5 implicants are existing. Implicants are existing. Okay, fine. So now here, how can we? So I hope you understood that this is a redundant term. So how can you remove this redundant term? So for that, you have to understand one more terminology, that is essential prime implicant. Essential prime implicant. What is the meaning of essential? That is compulsory. That is compulsory, right? So if I am trying to say, a prime implicant as essential prime implicant. So if I am trying to take one prime implicant, that should have to cover at least one cell, which is not covered by any other prime implicant. If I am trying to say that as a essential prime implicant, the prime implicant should have to cover at least one cell which is not covered by any other prime implicant. Right? Here, what are the prime implicants? A, B, C, D, E are the prime implicants. Okay, fine. Among those, what are essential? See, if I include D as essential prime implicant, what about A, B, C, and D? Those are also essential. Why? Those expressions also need to be evaluated, right? So if you want to evaluate those, I have to cover those also by using again subq. Other way, so but if you think about other way, if I am going to take A is one essential prime implicant, B is one essential prime implicant, C is one essential prime implicant, D is one essential prime implicant. Okay, why I am saying that essential prime implicants? Because without involving these four, you cannot able to cover this one or this one or this one or this one or this one. But can I say now E is essential prime implicant? No. If you would like to say E as essential prime implicant, that has to cover at least one extra cell which is not covered by any other prime implicant. Is there any extra cell that is covered by this essential prime implicant? No, right? This one is covered by A, this one is covered by B, it is covered by D, it is covered by C. So E won't comes under essential prime implicant. I hope you understood the terminology, right? So try to think one more example. 1 1 1 1, right? A B C. If you take 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0 0 1 0 1, how we are going to combine now? First, try to identify all the essential prime implicants, right? Or else directly find out all the prime implicants first, right? So this is one prime implicant, this is one prime implicant, this is one prime implicant, and this is also one prime implicant, right? Why I am saying that middle one is prime implicant? Because it is not part of any other prime implicant, right? So I got A, B, C are the prime implicants, right? So how many prime implicants are there here? 3 prime implicants. What are the essential prime implicants? Essential prime implicants are only A, comma C. Why? AC is going to cover 000 001. C is going to cover 101 111. But if I take B, B is going to cover what? 001 and 101, which is already covered by other prime implicants. So B is not an essential prime implicant, right? If I am saying that it should be essential, that has to be in a queue. That has to identify at least one extra cell which should not be covered by any other prime implicant. So that is the meaning of this one. So how many essential prime implicants are there here? 2 essential prime implicants are there.